Okay, so I initially made this video and it was 10 minutes long, so remaking it, I'm gonna try to condense it. So, first things first, I've moved into the new apartment and it's a 2-bedroom, which is a little bit mind-blowing because like I went from not being able to support myself at all to having a 2-bedroom apartment by myself. I have never lived alone in my life. I've always lived with another family, a roommate, my boyfriend, my like someone else. And so living alone is quiet and lonely. And I've only been here like 4 days. And I want to get a pet because I don't want to be alone. I just don't. I don't like it. I don't like coming home to silence. Don't like it. I initially contacted my therapist to inquire about an emotional support animal. I think I check all the boxes for like getting one. And the internet, the holy internet, says that a licensed mental health professional can prescribe one. And so it said to ask your therapist. Well, my therapist said that as a practice, they don't do that. And so I was bummed about that, but then I reached out to the SPCA as well, because I wanted to adopt um, whether whether I could get it as an ESA and like get the fees waived or not. But yeah, when I talked to them, they told me that because I live in an apartment and I work full time, I'm not a candidate to adopt a dog. And that like crushed my soul because like I see people with dogs in the apartments all the time. Like people make it work. And is it really worse to have a dog running, like having run of the house all day versus being in a cage all day? Like I don't understand. But whatever. I mean, I'm considering a cat, but I don't want a cat. I want a dog. And I don't know. I feel like getting a cat is like settling. Not that a cat isn't like worthy of my love and affection, but like I wanted the excitement that comes with a dog and like being made to go outside. Like I just wanted that extra push and like just the excitement. Like I think dogs are more, I feel like they make you happier. Like cats are a very calming presence if they're cuddly, but like they cuddle when they want to and like they're just not this, it's not the same. So anyway, um I am bummed about that. But let me show you my office that I'm currently sitting in. Obviously, things are not unpacked and things aren't done around the apartment, but like you can see kind of how the office is taking shape. So that's my printer. And this is my dinner of tortilla chips and salsa. And that's an iron box back there. Anyway, so over there is my mini fridge, which is where I will keep adult beverages to get me through school and to get me through life because life is hard. Okay? And then this is a futon. I'd initially gotten it to go in the living room, but my boss ended up giving me a couch, which is leather, which is not something I would buy, but since she was giving it to me, I did not say no. So the futon came to my office, and I think it's good because otherwise this room would have been too big, and I think this gives it like a little place to read, and if somebody comes over, like I can fold the futon down and they can like stay there. And then on this wall here, I want to put a bookshelf and put all my books there. And here I plan to keep all of my teaching materials for the online English teaching, which I haven't done in a really long time, but now that I live alone and could, I might try it again. Or not, I will try it again. So there's all that, and as far as physically, my body is really struggling right now. When I first got my Fitbit, my resting heart rate was in the 70s, and I was happy with that, honestly. Like, I know it's not the best, but it's also not the worst considering where I've come from with like the thyroid issues. So, um, after the move, unfortunately, my resting heart rate has shot up to high 80s. And like during the day when I'm at work, like it's like mid 90s, even if I'm sitting. So, um, my body is obviously having a really hard time recovering from the move. And even though I could recognize that I felt worse with physical activity before I got the Fitbit, I think having the numbers to see that my body is kind of struggling after doing something that's more active, I think that's kind of reassuring to me to see like I'm not making it up. Like my body is physically working harder to get better. Um, and in Vietnam, like I did nothing and I lost weight and like my body was getting better like from doing nothing. Like I didn't follow any of the doctor's orders and I got better. So I just, I don't know. I just feel like my body could really benefit from a lot of rest, but unfortunately that just comes off as laziness. Um, and I really think that's unfortunate because I would love to feel better. But I'm running that race of going to work every day and then coming home and trying to do school and trying to unpack my apartment and like life is just lifey and my body does not have what it takes to like keep up right now. I feel very bad. So as far as videos, upcoming videos, I'm not gonna make one for a while, at least a week. I want a chance to like get my life together a little bit. So I don't know what the next video will be, but I don't know. Maybe at some point I can have some structure for these videos, but we're already like midway into February and like I've got like a 6 pound loss, which sounds like, I don't know, I'm saying it negatively, but any loss is good loss, right? Um, I guess like it just doesn't feel positive because it was so up and down. Like I was gaining and losing and gaining and losing, and um, at the weight I am, I have potential to lose a lot more weight. Um, so I guess like 6 pounds just feels like nothing. Um, but I feel like maybe I should also celebrate small victories because it's not going up and it didn't stay the same, it did go down. So maybe slow and steady will win the race eventually. Um, just have to keep working at it. So that's my update. I am all moved in. Maybe I'll give you an actual tour of the apartment once it's to get put together, but honestly, I don't expect it to be put together for like 2 months because I'm gonna have to slowly get decorations and things like that because living alone is expensive. I've never paid this much rent in my life. But yeah, the 2 bedroom was only $50 more than the 1 bedroom, so I was like, well, that's a no-brainer. Anyway, I've already been rambling for 9 minutes, so I only cut this down by 1 minute, so okay, bye.